Hi, I'm Parisa, founder and CEO of Meros Media. We are a full-service marketing agency, and in these videos, we offer practical tips for doctors and clinics to not only grow their practice, but also create a great overall patient experience. One of the things that's really underrated in a lot of healthcare practices is calculating the lifetime value of patients. Especially if you're paying for any sort of advertising or to acquire patients. It could be billboards, it could be magazines, it could be online advertising, which is what we do. But if you're paying to acquire new patients, you gotta know what your overall ROI is. And a common mistake is that a lot of doctors and practice owners, they calculate their ROI by looking at what they pay to gain the patients and how much revenue that patient brings immediately. But the reality of it is that that patient will create more than one-time income unless you're an orthopedic surgeon, or even in that case, a lot of patients create more than one-time income and revenue for your practice. So it makes sense to go back in time and look at the lifetime value or LTV of patients and look at the average. If you can't go back to the beginning of time, maybe look at the last 2 or 3 years at minimum. This really depends on the type of practice as well. If you're a chiropractor and you see patients 3 times a week, you don't really need that much data to calculate your LTV. But if you're a surgeon, you need much more data over a longer period of time to be able to calculate an accurate LTV. So an example would be, let's say you pay for 3 months for billboards, and you're actually adamant about asking patients how they heard about you when they enter your office. So after that 3 months is over, you can go back and look at how many patients you got from the billboards. Then you divide the overall number you spent on the billboard by the number of patients you got to calculate your new patient acquisition cost. Now, if you only rely on the amount of revenue your patients would generate immediately, then there is a good chance that a lot of your campaigns won't look profitable. But if you calculate your LTV over an extended period of time, the odds are that a lot of campaigns that you do would end up being profitable because that patient would generate more and more income in the years to come. The way to calculate LTV is to go back in your EHR system or wherever you keep your financial data and look at each patient and see how much money they have brought in and how much revenue they've generated over 2 or 3 years period of time. I know a lot of EHR systems don't provide this kind of reporting, but you could have an opportunity to pay extra and get this reporting done for you. If there's no chance to pull the report from your EHR, you could pay somebody like a data entry person or a virtual assistant to grab all the patient data and the financial data and create this report for you. So you would look at each patient and how much they've paid over the last 3 years, and then you would average out the LTV for all your patients. That's when you can actually calculate an accurate ROI for your marketing campaign. Thank you for watching. If you find these videos helpful, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss our future videos.